How we going, guys? I'm up in Brisbane today. I suppose this is going to be a little bit of a part 2 to the Back in Black. Now, after all the comments that came through on YouTube, much discussion with the kids, a few of the staff at Patriot campers, I think the outcome we knew before we did the video, we're not going to touch the black truck. We've really decided that, yes, I agree with all the comments that came through. This is the truck that helped found the company and put us on the map. We're going to leave it the way it is. Now, the kids are back at the workshop working. They were meant to be coming out with me today, but unfortunately, I couldn't pull them away from the production team. We're up here at Cruisemaster, so I suppose the first step before we get into the changes that we're going to make to the black truck is we're going to go through a full report to make sure that the black truck is fully compliant with all the GVM laws currently in Australia. Now, Queensland are having a massive crackdown at the moment on GVM regulations. It's happening Australia-wide. There's a lot of people towing caravans that are overweight, even camper trailers that are too big for their cars, people building touring trucks that are completely overloaded. And these guys here at Cruisemaster have set up, I think, what's a really, really clever little business, the Towing Performance Centre. And you can see it up there in front of me. Towing Performance Centre has been set up for people who probably don't know or just want to ensure that they're fully compliant with what they're towing or what they've put onto their vehicle. I'm sure there's a lot more behind the scenes with that. I've got the brand new X1H on behind me, and this is the actual prototype. So this video that we're shooting right now is prior to the release of the X1H. By the time this video comes out, the X1H will be about. We're going to get it weighed, we're going to go over the suspension, we're going to make sure the coupling's all good, we're going to check the brakes. I'm actually pretty excited to see what they've set up. This looks completely different up here. It's been a couple of months since I've been up here, so let's get in there and let's check it out. Morning!
How you doing?
Good, mate. How you going?
Yeah, good.
So this is it, the new Towing Performance Centre.
Yes, yeah, up and running.
This is the engineers are in here, right?
Yeah, so engineers are still in here. This was our service centre for the caravans, but now we're doing vehicle mods as well.
And it looks awesome. I want to go get out there.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. The factory looks awesome. New painted floors, new setup. Awesome. This looks really good, man.
Yeah, gave it a bit of a tub and a paint.
Yeah, this has come up awesome. So this used to be in here, this was all where you kept all the stock and you're doing packing in that in here, right?
Yeah, we had various things in here. We had a bit of a clean out, had a few caravans stored.
Yep. And there's a bit of work going on there in the back there, right?
Yeah, a few services up there with the caravans.
Well done. What's the process? Run me through it.
So, we're going to bring your car in, we've got a couple of scales that we're going to put it on, and we're just going to run through the weight. So we've got a cool spreadsheet, we can put it all in, see where it all sits.
Truck and trailer together?
Whole lot.
So the whole lot in one. So we'll look at GCM first.
Yeah, exactly.
So explain what's GCM all about.
So GCM is the maximum weight that the combination can weigh. So that's the car and the trailer together, fully loaded.
Yep.
So, and we also look at the GVM, so the gross vehicle mass, that's just the tow vehicle.
On its own,
We look at the ATM and the GTM of the trailer, so how much the trailer can weigh. We also look at axle capacities as well. There's not many people look at that, and it's often where people come unstuck.
And for the people that don't know, so the benchmark for all of those three things, GCM, GVM, and ATM of the trailer, is all specified by the manufacturer. So every vehicle has a plate, and on that plate has got their...
It's got the details.
Their details of those weights and what they've rated the car to. So when I said when I was driving up here, people are going overweight, that's the benchmark for those of you who don't know, right? So let's get the truck in.
Simple as that.
And get on the scales, and I suppose.
Let's bring it in.
Cool. This looks a little bit technical.
Yeah, well, we are engineers, so we have a spreadsheet for everything.
Good.
So we're going to grab the scales out, chuck them in front of the black truck, and then run it over and get the weights off it. So we'll put all the numbers in that we're looking for.
So you record all the data here?
Yes.
And what's that?
That connects to the scales. So we're going to plug it in.
Scale.
Yeah, that's just the readout for the scales.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't automatically go in, eh?
Right, I just thought that you might have Bluetooth. No?
We're not that technical.
All right, cool. Where are they? Let's get them under.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a few numbers into the spreadsheet here.
Yep.
What's your GVM?
With the core conversion, 3.9 tonne.
Okay, we'll chuck that in.
Yep.
The combined mass?
7,400.
7,400. And then you got that big J-Max rear axle in it, so what's the axle capacity?
2,700 on the rear axle.
27. Cool, and everything's still the same because we can still tow 3.5 tonnes. Okay,
yeah.
cool, so now we can roll it over the scales and see what comes out.
Cool. All right, so just roll it up.
Yeah, easy
Sweet.
as. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, looks good. Do the back. Yeah, stop there. Yeah. 22, 26.
All right, we're good.
Yes, so front axle was good. We typically see the rear of the vehicles being a problem, but because you
way under.
Yeah, you
Like
got
500
tons.
kilos under.
Yeah.
516 kilos.
Yeah, it's a bit more with you in it, but yeah, you've got tons of headroom there. You know, that J-Max rear axle's really helped.
That's probably the one thing that I was probably a little bit concerned about coming up here today. I was a little bit nervous that we were going to fail because I've never done this exercise before. Rear axle, obviously, I've got total weight on the car, but that's really
No, you've come in well, and then that combined with the front axle, you're under GVM.
Yep, and that's why aluminium trays and aluminium canopies are the go-away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. So obviously, when we're loaded, we're going to be running a bit more, but I reckon I'd be pretty confident to say that I wouldn't put over 500 kilos worth of gear in that, eh?
No, it's a lot of stuff, and the main weight's already there. So.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, cool. Two spares are on the back as well.
Exactly.
So they're the things that you need to watch out for, guys. Spare wheels on the back. The fridge is actually in there.
Yeah.
We've got the whole red arc systems on the other side as well. So this is, besides actual contents of gear that I'd put in this truck, that's fully loaded. That's how I'd go rolling.
And you've got the trailer on the back, so you've got the ball weight.
And we've got the ball weight of the trailer on the back. The only other addition would be a rooftop tent, but realistically, we run the James route. It's probably dispersed a little bit better, so that'd be interesting to do as well.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'm
and see what that adds on.
I'll see what that adds on top, but that's I'm
you're in a good place.
Cool.
So we can bump the trailer over and get the axle on that, and then we have the whole picture of your GCM.
Awesome. I feel like I've already passed.
Yeah.
Like, you know when
that's the hard bit.
You're halfway through a test at school and you know whether you've failed or not.
Stop there. Whoop. Back a bit. Stop. Perfect. So that GTM is 1038. So that combined with the GVM that we measured before, you are well under. 4.5 tonnes there, basically. And you got a 7.4 tonne GCM. So
4.5 tonne total. So that's how you calculate it. You just measure the three axles, add all three of them together, and that's your GCM.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. Well, it means you got a good capacity on the trailer as well.
Yeah, so the trailer's got another 520 kilos to go.
Yep.
That's both water tanks full. Fridge is full of food. All of our camping gear from last weekend's in there. So I'm absolutely wrapped. So you've got some other calculations in here as well?
Yeah, so I can put some other variables in here. So if you've got more than the original fuel capacity, I can chuck that in.
So if you've got a long-range tank, you can account for that?
Yep, I can.
So let's say, for example, I had another 90-litre tank.
Yep, so we can put that in.
Yep.
And that, you can see there, that changes it and puts the weight of the fuel in.
Yep.
So we know that.
That's awesome.
And if it's full like it is, we'll put that in.
Yep.
And that all adds it on so we can get a theoretical number.
Yep.
All right, and this is where the difficult questions happen. So, how much does Sarah weigh?
I'm not going to say that on camera.
You be careful.
But if I was to have a passenger that looked like Sarah, I'd say 49 kilo.
Right, okay, let's chuck that in.
Got your back, babe.
And then the kids, what do you reckon they all weigh together?
I wouldn't even know. I'd say Ashton would have to be close to 60 now, Christian 55, 120 call Mia, another 40 call at 160 kilos. Yeah. 3 kids.
Okay, let's chuck that in. Any rear weight that you don't have in there and stuff like that.
So let's say I'm carrying the whole canopy's full of gear. Let's say it was 200 kilo.
Okay. All right.
That'd be a lot of gear.
Yeah, so that is a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And with that, so you're still under your GCM, which is good. But
you're over GVM.
You're over your GVM.
Yeah, cool.
So
that's saying that I had 240 litres of fuel on board, 200 kilos in the back,
and your family.
Fully loaded, the whole family in there.
Yep.
I'd be just over.
Yep.
Fine.
Exactly. So at least you know.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good calculation. But you'd recommend, obviously, if you had a customer coming in here to go through that exercise, you'd load as if you were going away on a trip, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. So we get them to come in, caravans full, water tanks full, the whole lot,
put everything in that you typically take away on your trip, put all your food in there, chuck all the clothes in, because it all makes a difference, eh?
Exactly.
Yep.
And then, depending on what the result is, we can go through what can be done.
Yep.
Whether it's a GVM can be done, or whether it's we can talk about another vehicle, we can do ATM upgrades, all that type of stuff we can do to try to remedy the situation.
So that leads me into what that hoist is doing there.
Exactly.
So that's what that's all about.
Yep,
Let's go and have a quick look. Now there's always a surprise when you come up here. I've got to learn that. So it's not just about now for you guys that you bring a customer in here and say, yep, you're over GVM, go and sort that out.
No.
You've got the facilities now to help that customer out.
Exactly. So we've been doing the caravan bit for years, and we thought we could put some intelligence into this as well.
Yep.
So we were watching your videos, so we've put a hoist in there that's capable of lifting a Ram at full load, and American trucks are going to become a thing.
Yep.
So we've accounted for that. And we just want to fit the best products. So you come in here, you're going to get the best advice. Yep. You're going to fit the best products.
You've got all the top brands all lined up.
Exactly. We've got the likes of TJM and Red Arc and Steady, all those types of guys.
Yeah, awesome. So that's a big thing for, I suppose, what they're doing up here. What a lot of people don't know about Cruisemaster, or even let's go back to vehicle components days, which is not that long ago. These guys actually do retrofit their suspension kits into caravans, and it's really surprising for me the amount of people I talk to that have a van and they love their van and they talk about independent suspension. Oh, I'd love to get a new caravan for independent suspension. Well, go and see the guys at Cruisemaster. That's what they do down the back here. Yeah, they can pull all that leaf spring stuff out and upgrade it to ATX, XT, not X Cruise, because that's ours.
Yeah, that's your one. I can't do that.
But you can do tandems, singles.
Yeah, and we can at the same time we can increase your ATM.
Yep.
So we've got a couple of engineers here. You know, we're approved with Queensland Transport. We can mod plate. We can do everything. Yep. So we look at the chassis strength, all that type of stuff to make sure you're safe and legal. Now
tell me something else before we take off. Is there a bigger plan for the Towing Performance Centre, or what? What happens to someone in Adelaide or Perth or Melbourne or Sydney?
So over time, we're hoping we can get approved for different states for mod plates. Yep. So our customers, your customers, they're going around the country, and the weight adds up as they go. So we're going to end up being able to do GVMs and stuff like that for other states as well. Yep. And who knows after that?
Mate, awesome. I think it's a brilliant idea. And I suppose one thing we haven't touched on, what's the worst case scenario for somebody if something goes wrong if they're over GVM or GCM?
Well, it can be a showstopper. Yep. So it can be everything from you get pulled up by the transport department and they book you, send you back on a tow truck. Yep. Or, we've seen it on Facebook and all that type of stuff. You can bend axles, you can bend chassis. And that's a game-stopping thing. If you're out bush and your axle breaks, you're in trouble.
I seen November last year, I saw so much stuff erupting on Facebook about caravanners, grey nomads are not excluded, getting forced to tow their rigs back on their trips. Yeah. There were so many photos coming up on social media of people that have been out there, they've been pulled over by the police in a big blitz, they put them over the weighbridge and said put the thing on the tow truck. I don't care if you're 4 days away from home, and send you home. So that's a big issue.
It's a serious thing. It affects your insurance as well.
Yep.
If you're overloaded, you have a crash, they're not interested. Yep. So it's better to be safe.
Well, that's about it, guys. We could probably ramble on about it all day. Definitely, if you're in Queensland and you're looking at buying a caravan, you have a caravan, you want to upgrade your caravan, or you just want to know that you're legal, that you're covered, you're insured, you're safe, get in here, Towing Performance Centre. Speak to these guys down here, and if you've got any issues, they can resolve it for you. Thanks again, man.
Great. Thanks
well done.